Morning guys. So today we're working with Anahata chakra, which is the heart chakra. Obviously a nice chakra to work with. Usually when I'm working with Kundalini practices, when I'm teaching, I usually actually start with opening up the heart space, because when you're working from a place of love or a place of compassion towards yourself or other people, then I really don't think much can go wrong with your practice or life actually in general. So I always usually open a Kundalini practice or teaching with working with the heart chakra, and I basically just do this. So when I'm opening a practice, sometimes I do the chant of the heart chakra, which is yam. So there's vibrations in the different chakras which work with opening up that space. So lots of everything's the frequency vibration. It's an actual physical movement when you're working with the chant that finds space in the chest area where the heart chakra is placed. So I'll start by this chant. It's Y-A-M, like yam, those big yummy starchy vegetables that we get from the ground, roots, vegetables. And basically we're chanting it 10 times. So basically you can just come it into easy pose, hands can come to the knees. It's a long chant. If you're not used to chanting, like, it might seem a little bit daft at first, but eventually when you actually do it, or if you just try and practice it on your own or with somebody else, you'll notice that you can actually feel the vibration in the chest, and it's really, really calming, and it makes you feel really spacious and open. So I'm just going to do it 3 times, but if you do it for 10 times, as long as you can. So hands to the knees or just into the lap. Find a nice long spine like we do in Kundalini. Lightly activate the stomach muscles, so the lower abdomen towards the spine, and that'll just give you a little bit of a lift in the chest space. So we're taking a really deep inhale through the nose, and when we exhale, out comes the yam. So you'll see what I mean. So deep inhale. So it's really calming actually. It's a nice thing to do in the morning. It just sort of wakes you up a little bit but calms you at the same time. Yeah, don't be scared of like yamming it out. It's better. The more loud you can get it out of the lungs, like singing, it makes you feel good. Simple as that. Who doesn't want to feel good? And tell me if it doesn't. In fact, do it. Maybe comment underneath and tell me what that makes you feel like. Cool. So that's a nice way to open up the heart, and then we're starting to work into it a little bit more. The first posture that I'll give you is a seated posture, so you can do it straight from here in easy pose. You're basically interlacing the fingers so that the fingertips are pointing towards the chest space and the knuckles are pointing outwards. And it's almost like yeah, you're almost like knocking some room into the heart. I always feel it's like a hammer, sort of hammering away any chips of crap that you don't want to carry with you anymore. So basically it's inhale as the fingertips come in and exhale out. So it's really hard to sort of keep the rhythm, and I just basically eventually do it just more rhythmically without the breath. So then I just start to move it faster. Try not to stab your chest with your fingertips. I do it all the time. Just make it so it's a bit more of a rhythm. As you can see, I'm finding it hard. But like I said before, part of Kundalini is you lose the rhythm a little bit, then you have to think and get back to it. So that's where the mindfulness comes in, stops you from thinking about other things, because actually what you're doing is challenging enough, and all the mind space goes to the breath and goes to the posture. So again, from the side, it sort of looks like this, if you can't see. I take the attention towards the third eye, actual chakra, which is slightly in between the eyebrows, a little bit up. And basically what that does, it just gives you a little gaze point so that you can keep the attention on the action that you're doing, because it's quite unusual. Hope that makes sense, this movement. In, out, in, out. 2 minutes. So the first exercise with the yams, just 10 actual yams. This second exercise, 2 minutes. And then the third one, everybody really likes this, I really like it as well. It looks a bit weird again and a little bit sort of cheesy, but it's quite cool. So basically come in standing for this one. It's almost like a sun salute. If you practice other forms of yoga, you'll know what a sun salute is, but you'll see what I'm doing here. We're basically imagining that you're picking up petals off the floor and sort of chucking them out into the atmosphere. Like how you would like with leaves, pick up, well, I don't know, does anyone do that with leaves? I do, I think. Pick up some leaves and sort of chuck them into the air. Does everybody do that with leaves? I don't know. Maybe it's something from my childhood that I do. Okay, so it's basically, you're bending the knees and you're picking up loads of petals, imaginary petals, and you're chucking them into the air like that. It can get strong on the legs. So we're inhaling. Then you're moving it faster. So you're bending the knees as you come down to collect the petals, and then you're chucking them up into the air. And I want you to visualise the actual petals going up into the air. Yeah, quite floaty movement. And it's starting to actually expand your magnetic field. So apparently it makes you more attractive. And that doesn't mean looks, by the way. We're on about an auric system. So it's expanding your aura, expanding your energy system, and expanding your magnetic field. And knackered, like this. Okay? That's it. 2 minutes, sometimes it's quite nice to do that for a bit longer because it's quite an enjoyable exercise. Yeah, that's it, I think, for today. Thanks guys, Satnam.